What is up? Welcome into the Buddy Cop Podcast. My name is Sean Leary. I'm a comedian, producer, writer. I've never written anything in Los Angeles. I have written a new joke in 10 years, but I'm going to be one of your hosts on the Buddy Cop Podcast today. I am joined by my second mic, my co-host, comedian, impressionist, writer, actor, producer, Scott Ibarra. I'm also joined by my third mic, sound engineer, liaison to the venue here in the podcast studio, Tom Cocking. And we are unpacking the 1989 super smash hit, sequel smash hit, Lethal Weapon 2.
Tom, you're playing banda music with your beard again.
He did a little trumpet there. He threw in a little trumpet.
He was like...
I think that's a perfect musical introduction into this movie, which is full of sax, full of sass, full of lines, full of comedy. This was the quintessential sequel, the 1989 sequel. Richard Donner's back, Shane Black's back. Shane Black's back. That should be a podcast. Mel Gibson's back, Danny Glover's back. Everybody that we want back is back, plus some more fun ones. We're going to do all the favorite moments. We'll do a 1-minute recap, which is the new fan favorite. We're going to do fun facts, all that behind-the-scenes stuff, some box office stuff. If you've ever been on the show before, we do a hot take. We do Rotten Tomatoes. We unpack all of that. We'll get into it. It's a sequel, so that makes it a little bit more fun. We've got existing IP, and then we throw in some cool... Where I want to start with this, we'll lead into it, is this is a sequel. I was shocked when I saw that this movie came out in 1989 because this felt 90s city. Yeah. Did you not? I felt like this was a 1995 in the look, in the jokes, in the feel, in everything. Yeah. And that's kind of where I want to go first. We never really know where to start the pod, so let's just start right there. It's a sequel. It's right before 1990. That kind of surprised me. When you remember, I like to start here. When you remember this for what it is, what do you remember? Like when you think Lethal Weapon 2, where does your head go?
I remember what was big was the trailer. When the trailer came out, it was just the toilet scene.
Really?
And they blew the toilet out and it landed on the car and they go, and this time they're not taking any crap. And then they ended up
in a world where no craps are taken.
In a world before bidets.
This summer, your ass is grass.
But stay off his lawn.
I mean, that's pretty bold to put maybe the greatest set piece in the franchise in the trailer, but that gets him in, that gets him hooked. I mean, we have so many places to go with this movie. We get the introduction of Joe Pesci. We get all these side cops have these small little storylines, then they get killed. This to me was the perfect movie catered towards Sean. You have a big bad who isn't like the most fearful, and his underling is, which is my favorite. I love a good underling.
Second big bad who's a badass.
Yeah, I love a second big bad terrifying. Who's like not that physically imposing, but can still fuck people up. Yeah, you've got Riggs is even better. Murtaugh's even better. The family's back. The captain's back. Vasquez is there from Aliens. Johnson's there from Die Hard.
Hank from
Breaking Bad. Diving board explosion.
Agent Johnson from...
Johnson's there.
Johnson from...
Young Johnson. I was 7. Yeah. I was in high school. Yeah. Jackass. This movie had it all. I loved it. I had so much fun with it. Tom, Scott, I'm almost like spontaneously combusting with excitement to talk about this, that I might need you to come in here and save me because I don't know where to go. There's so much here.
Well, I can take over the pod from here.
Because this is where we struggle to start on the podcast. This is episode 30, 32, where I don't even know where we're at. Coming in and starting it is the toughest part. So why don't we start with the sequel aspect of it? So this is what we were talking about a little bit before the show. 1987's Lethal Weapon is a dark-ass movie. The 1989 Lethal Weapon 2 is not. It's dark, but not like that one. And I think that's what put it over the edge for me. Is that introduction, because I saw another trailer that was the Leo Getz scene. Okay. Oh, you guys cops? Let me know if you're cops. Like the hotel scene when he goes out the window. That was the introduction to, holy shit, this movie is fucking funny. Yeah. And that's what your favorite part of it was. It was making you cackle.
It was like lighthearted. I mean, and like the first one was dark. This one was like I laughed more than it was really.
Well, the first one was penned was written by Shane Black, who did Predator, who did all the big action movies. And the first one was written by Shane Black, and Jeffrey Baum came in and helped him with it. And in this one, Shane Black came back to write it again, and it was going to be very dark. Very dark. Riggs was supposed to die.
Riggs was going to die.
It was a dark script, very gritty. So he wanted to backpack off the first one, make it darker. And, of course, the suits were like, no, we want it to be buddy cop. We're going into the 90s, which was a good call by them. They wanted to put a little bit more comedic elements because they saw that their chemistry together was funny at the end of Lethal Weapon 1. So Shane Black said, screw it, I don't want to do anymore. He said, you can not pay me, takes it back, and then Jeffrey Baum comes and does the rest, and it actually turned out pretty good.
And you were talking about this too, is that in 88, we got Die Hard. So we had Lethal Weapon in 87, and then Die Hard comes and basically goes, we're going to do everything that Lethal Weapon did, but we're going to add some bits. Mm-hmm. We're gonna even make this guy even more everyman and do 25% more bits. Yeah. Lethal Weapon 2 took Die Hard and goes, we're going to do 25% more bits than that.
Right.
And that's where you were saying Die Hard walked so that Lethal Weapon 2 could run kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And I think that might be that stretch from 87 to 89, those three movies. That might be as good as it gets, man. Well, that might be as good as it fucking gets.
It wasn't the birth, but it was the real pinnacle of the buddy cop.
Yeah.
So I think the suits realized that the buddy cop was where they wanted to go for all action movies. They were killer. Whenever you did buddy cop, so you got The Last Boy Scout after that. You got Point Break. It's all about buddy cop, two guys.
Real quick, 48 Hours was kind of Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte. That was like 82.
But that was before they knew what the buddy cop thing was.
But that worked. Right, and it worked. That was the proof of concept.
So they killed it with Lethal Weapon 1. And then they realized Lethal Weapon 2, this is what we want from the franchise. Buddy cop. Funny. We want their chemistry back and forth. Mm-hmm.
You see it right away in that first scene when they're driving around in the tunnels. Yeah, he's like, let's go. The first scene is like a pan down. Whoosh. Actually, it starts. Did you notice this? This movie had like a Looney Tunes. Mm-hmm. Did you hear that in the beginning where it was like Warner Brothers?
Well, actually, Mel Gibson lobbied for that. He didn't want to. He didn't want to be as dark. He wanted to be more lighthearted and throw more lighthearted fun
stuff. And that
stuff.
seems so opposate of his personality.
But he kills it.
No, that's beside the point. He's one of the greatest actors.
But it was showing the arc with that.
That's how you. There were some scenes in this movie where you go, that's an Oscar-winning actor.
Yeah, like the first one, he's dark, just the eyes, like Raj. We gotta take them all down. That's what we gotta do.
Well, I thought at the beginning of it too. I'm like, this isn't like. Did I get like pushed into it like 30 minutes later because it was so hilarious to me? And I'm like, maybe I skipped too far forward. Like the first 30 minutes was
so
fucking
fun.
Killer.
Why would you skip too far forward in the movie?
That's what I thought because it was so funny.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm like, it just got going. Went into like
the pacing
hilariousness and
when a movie starts with a car chase, just give me a boner. You know what I mean?
Just station wagon too.
Yeah, like
get
you're
the fuck out of here.
You're in mom's station wagon where the son doesn't even come up and ask if he's okay. He comes up right away.
There's a new car.
I was gonna kill you, and then he just gives him cash. Murtaugh slays this movie. He gives his son cash and tells him to fuck off.
Yeah.
Ultimate 90. Remember, it's not 90s. Ultimate 1989 dad move. Mm-hmm. Get away. Here's a 20.
Wait, was Danny Glover acting in this at all?
Never
I feel like
once
that was
acted.
him.
He's can we give them both Oscars for this movie?
I think the Oscars should go to the construction crew that's always building Danny Glover.
I think it's over 8 movies now that he's been building that 2-car garage.
Yeah, I mean, he must be Airbnb-ing every part of his house by now. It's like garage. He had the unit upstairs. It's never getting built. Bad guys are always coming and fucking up the construction.
Oh, when they hit that nail gun, I died.
That was the best foreshadowing of a nail gun I've ever seen. Like, they walk in.
Such a good movie.
I was like, wow.
He goes, "You're scared? Check my shorts." Yeah, I thought that was so fun. I'm like, even the throwaway guy is hilarious. Yeah. The throwaway dude's in there like, "I crap my pants. Did you see my underwear?
I took a poo-poo inside my pants."
They're watching the. When they're watching the condom commercial and he's there behind them in a beer, I thought it was good. Makes me want to go out and buy condoms.
Yeah, no, he goes, makes me want to go out and get some rubbers. They kept calling them rubbers.
They were rubbers back. That's what.
But like that's condoms. Such like a lot lizard like gas station verbiage.
Who uses
no rubbers? One says rubbers.
No. If a guy says rubbers to a girl,
he's got a duffel bag full of thumbs in his trunk.
He has a secret room in his basement that's soundproof.
You kidding me? Check my shorts. It's full of stained rubbers. Hey, check me out on Rescue Me in 20 years.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, don't worry.
Check me out in The Fighter. I play myself.
Yeah. These are such deep references for nobody but cares. I like them.
No.
Okay, I'm going to piggyback off what he said. The beginning of the movie is so funny, and it's like these subtle callbacks to the original. It's like 5 minutes into the movie, Riggs gets tossed off like the South African guy's red car that's full of the Krugers or whatever.
Krugerans.
Yeah. And he starts running up the incline. He starts running up the 101 Silver Lake exit ramp.
He's still fast as fuck.
He's fast as fuck.
He's quick.
But he's gaining zero ground, and Murtaugh's driving up at, hey, get in!
Hey, Riggs! Get in the car!
Get in the car!
Right now, Riggs, get in the car! Get in the car!
And that's,
all right, Raj.
That's the callback to in the first movie. He runs down the 101 and tracks jumping over cars, and it's like, oh, that was preposterous, and we're gonna make fun. Like, that's why I loved
Riggs is on foot again.
This
they're on the mic, they're like, Riggs is on foot again. God damn it.
Also, you can't like
I forgot, you're too old for this shit.
Having a mullet running that fast is weird looking.
It was weird.
It just flipped everywhere in the wind.
Basically, the wind flaps on the side of the mullet. You can't run that fast.
Well, and plus he did most of his own stunts. There's a very specific shot of him like climbing up the back of the tow truck onto the top. That was him.
Yep.
He's at the construction site climbing up. That was him. All the running is him. The only really obvious it wasn't him is the straitjacket jump from the dock into the water at the end of the movie. It's clearly Huey Lewis.
Yeah.
It's clearly Huey Lewis.
It's clearly Richard Marx.
Yeah. Jumping into the water. Oh, and then it's Mel. It's back to Mel. It was like that. It was like in T2 when Arnold jumps the motorcycle and lands in the viaduct, and it's like, oh, that's a different guy, but we're fine with it.
Yeah, it's okay. That's Jarlsberg von Schwishface.
Wait, so it wasn't him on the front of the tow truck?
So no,
he's holding onto it.
I think that in some of the shots, but maybe not like the wide shot before the surfboard impaled. Like that was such a Friday the 13th death for the guy driving the tow truck who left the Stilts house. He gets a surfboard through. It was Final Destination-y, where it's like, oh, Riggs didn't get him, but the surfboard did. And he looks in there and he goes, oh. Yeah. Like, you love when your hero looks in at a really mangled corpse and goes, oh.
And he goes, oh, God. Yeah.
I loved it. Set piece fucking city in this movie. Population, Lethal Weapon 2. Okay, so we're going to do all the fun stuff here. We have a lot of fun facts. We've already got to some of them. Make sure you follow us. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Just type in the Buddy Cop Podcast, but YouTube's where we do our most. We love the comments. Okay.
You know, in the first one, I told you if you watch the Lethal Weapon episode, we talk about how they have the stickers all over the place about Free South Africa, apartheid, all that. So they actually
foreshadowing.
Made a movie about it now, and they hate South Africa in this because South Africa was just a piece of shit.
Well, they were doing really fucked up shit. Like that apartheid. Danny Glover getting kicked out of the consulate was like happening in real life.
Yeah.
Like they didn't like black people.
No. It was really a horrible racist country. It was just fucked up at that time.
And that was Mel's, in my opinion.
And they really leaned into them like they were Nazis.
Mel's acting was not acting. He hates anyone that's just not a white American. Like you could see it in his acting at the consulate, like when he was looking into the eyes, like he pulls the truck out in front of the guy, and then he's eyeing him down at the stoplight. Then Adolf Kruger makes a car accident happen outside the Four Seasons on Doheny in Beverly Hills, and he stares him down, and then he's back at the consulate looking into the camera. That was unbelievably good acting and tension building. That just was. It was building. It was building towards the climax of like, you guys are fucking dead. You're not going to get arrested. You're not getting immunity. You are going to die. This guy will not stop. That I was loving this movie, and then he pulls that truck out and he tries to leave that tennis club. Mm-hmm. And Mel just fucking looks at him. I was like, this movie
pulls in front.
Oh, it just pulls right in front.
Dope, yeah. I mean, it was like pretty. He's like just cool. Like looking at him, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is fucking rad. Mel Gibbies.
Okay.
What's your favorite part Lethal Weapon. That's where it's always a good 15 minutes. Real quick, let's just talk about some of these movies are difficult for Daddy to find. This one took me 20 minutes to secure.
Oh, you didn't get it on Philo?
I was texting Scott. So this is available on Philo if you have the free trial. I already used the Philo free trial for Air Force One, so I couldn't watch this.
Can we clear something up?
Yes.
I'm sure people are...
You're just going to go, it's on Amazon.
They're biting their fingers off if anybody's listening to right now, because you can find it on every platform. You have to rent it though if you want to watch it for free.
Yes. You got
to make. Yeah.
Hey, if you're listening to the podcast and you don't want to spend $3.99, it's hard to find.
Yeah,
that's the mission statement here.
You went to Redbox outside of 7-Eleven.
What's funny is I went to Amazon to rent it, and it just wasn't going through. I don't like kind of why. Okay. So I had to rent this on YouTube because I couldn't get the Amazon to work. I don't know why. And I had to rent it on YouTube, and then it charged Scott's PayPal for it.
Dude.
Oh, no.
And I don't know how his PayPal is connected.
Are you be okay?
To
We financially recover from this?
No.
And I texted him and he goes, "What are you talking about?"
I'm not even. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Whenever you talk about watching movies,
I was
Sean,
stoned.
Whenever you talk about watching movies, I imagine
so high.
I imagine Sean lives in a cabin up in North Lake Tahoe, and his whole thing is rigged together by bunny ears and foil, and he's analog. He doesn't want to be tracked by drones, so he's trying to get a movie, and he's like running a cable to his neighbor's place, and he's like, I can't find the movie. I'm like,
I contemplated watching all the Fandango clips because this movie has all the set pieces and all the clips. I could have pieced together 10 different YouTubes, but I go, no, I'm renting it on YouTube, and then I get the email and it charged Scott for the rental.
I know. I felt like sending Columbia House people to your house.
It was like $3.99 too. It was like,
yes, but I just couldn't get. And so it also told me it was available on Sling.
He was so mad. He was like, "Hey, Hollywood Video's closed. I can't find this anywhere."
Wait, but I went to Sling. They told me it was on Sling. It wasn't on Sling. I went to IFC. It wasn't on IFC. AMC Plus. It wasn't.
Was that was free on YouTube?
Yeah,
TV was not there. You had to get it on $3.99.
It wasn't.
I know. You just got to try that one Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it didn't work.
They have a lot of stuff.
I tried that. Anyway,
it didn't work.
It must have been us.
You have to download it and pay though.
I got it on Prime. Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
I primed it up, but
Sean's hacking into the mainframe. He's like, I'm almost. Oh, they jammed me. And then he looked at Hans Gruber and he shook his head. He's like, I didn't get it.
But then every 4 minutes, like, do you have plantar fasciitis?
Turned by Jardians to screwing in a light bulb because we're 50. Okay.
All right. Those are all the ads you saw. Yeah.
I just wanted to give our watchers, our listeners, if you're trying to track it down, it's a skosh. Okay. Let's talk favorite moments.
You found it on LimeWire though. Good.
Yeah. I got it on Napster. So, what was your favorite part of Lethal Weapon 2? If you want to think, if you want to
My favorite part is always going to be Mel Gibson fighting, the final fight scene. So my favorite in the first one was him fighting Mr. Joshua. And this one is going to be when he loses it and becomes like, I'm not a cop tonight, Raj. When he gets dark at the end, that's going to be my favorite. The final fight. The rest of the movie is great. There's a lot of good stuff, but I think it's always when Mel loses it.
Okay, hold that thought. What about you?
Jesus.
We're ripping, dude.
Ripping. It's brand new.
We had some audio issues before the show started. So you might see more rippers than usual.
Yeah, if Sean's quiet, Scott's quiet.
Yeah, I'm so quiet.
Know.
Yeah.
But this is me loving family. My favorite part is them all watching the condom
bit.
I love that part.
So good.
Like I love that he's
when
like
things heat up,
and I love like the Mel Gibson's like he's like cross-legged.
Yeah, he was so excited.
He's crisscross applesauce, hanging out with the whole family, and I'm like, this is great. Like he's been accepted.
His
by
laundry,
whole black family, and he's like
they do his laundry.
Yeah,
they do. She organizes the pills while he makes chili with beer.
No,
Did you know what was he making?
Chili.
Minestrone?
No, he was making chili with ground up Oreos.
There was Oreos, there was Hormel chili, there was tomatoes, onion, carrots, and celery. It looked like a minestrone with chili. Sure. And then he went into the fridge and got a Coors Light that was brown.
Yeah.
Was that a thing?
Oh, it's a banquet beer.
Coors Banquet.
They were brown?
Oh,
it wasn't that off beige. It was like thick, chocolatey brown. He takes one drink and then I go, isn't he sober? Isn't he sober? And then what's his name makes a comment later in the movie about how he's off the wagon or on the wagon. I never know that.
Maybe it was a chocolate
on the wagon or
Coors.
off the wagon.
That might have been like
because he gets the beers for his chick.
Yeah. That might have been kind of a rewrite thing.
Was he sober? Or do they not actually consider? I'm not even joking when I say this. Do the producers not think beer counts? Because there's a lot of old heads.
It was 89.
Yeah, it was 89.
Beers?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a pound of vodka? He's fine.
Yeah, go take a ride.
Yeah.
Take this car out for a spin.
Not bourbon?
Yeah, he only hits his wife once a week.
Yeah. Would you want to go to Moon Shadows? Want to go have a night at Moon Shadows? Go have some beers?
I feel like the drinking thing is going to affect Mel Gibson later in his life.
Yeah, I think it might. Okay, so piggybacking on the condom thing, can I just say this as someone who works in Los Angeles,
rubbers and
classic rubbies. For no one in the entire family to know the product that she booked a commercial for, that was one of... I had 2 bones to pick in this movie. Let's unpack them.
Yeah.
The family, Murtaugh's an amazing father.
Yeah.
The mom's an amazing mother.
Yeah.
She's putting pills in baggies for everybody. Like that, like she's amazing. Like the way she looks at Riggs when he's talking about his wife's death.
She's so warm.
Oh. You think that woman's not going to know that she booked a condom commercial?
I don't know. There's a lot of things in that movie.
It was a great bit.
There's a lot of things in the movie.
No, not a lot.
There's a lot of things in the movie, though, that just kind of get let go like that.
Okay, what else?
They get tied up in their bed, and then the next day they're like, all right, you guys heard what happened to Murtaugh, right? Everybody watch their backs. All right, so today.
Yeah, let's go for a swim before work.
Yeah.
Let's jump off the diving board at 9 in the morning.
If you ever did that to a cop, the whole city would shut down.
Yeah, that's so true.
It would be...
That was
insane.
like under like they were like mouth taped and they came in like and they were done like we're good.
Also, okay, I have 3 bones
to pick. They talked about it like a raccoon went through their trash.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Murtaugh last night? Yeah, you got tied up. I guess he's not coming to poker.
That's classic Murtaugh.
Riggs also brings the South African woman back to her own place right after they saw her at his place, and they all tried to kill him at his place and saw her.
Yeah.
And then my last bone to pick was just the premise of the South African henchman being the guy that killed his wife in 1984. You would have known that it was him instantly.
Why?
Because he was there. They saw him. They had the file on Murtaugh. They saw him that night at the when they were chasing the blonde guy, Boggs from Shawshank. He was at all the crime scenes. So you're gonna tell me that, oh, we botched the hit and then we just let him live for 4-5 more years. That's where I just didn't... I loved it for the motivation, but it did not make sense for the story for them to botch the hit on Riggs, let him live for 5 years, and then not realize he's still on them. Does that make sense?
Well, if you got to remember in the first one, he was narcotics, and then he got switched to homicide. So he moved around, and then he was killed by Mr. Joshua.
They faked it.
And they faked his death. So... realistically, they could have lost him and been like, oh, he's dead. He switched. He's kind of undercover.
Okay.
So they're maybe being like, okay. And then they probably just moved on with their lives because he wasn't messing with them anymore because he wasn't narcotics.
I did like it. I liked it for the motivation to go nuclear and go lethal weapon.
Yeah.
I just felt like, given how intense they were at just killing cops, they would have taken him out 5 years ago.
Only the cops that mess with their money.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lose any sleep over that.
No. It's not as big of a bone to pick for me as the condom commercial.
Yeah.
With Murtaugh being the greatest dad ever. Of like... Also, too, remember the facts... Ooh, that was nice. The facts. It's like 15 minutes into the movie. Okay. They also work at one desk. 96 cops are sitting and working at one little desk. They're all, if you go back and you watch it, Dean Norris, Johnson, that one guy from
the bullpen.
They're all right at one desk looking at files. That is one of those situations where Murtaugh then gets the facts of like a young black kid wanted, and he grabs it and hides it. That never comes back. is that setting up for the third movie with the automatic weapons and that kid that gets killed?
That's a good question.
Okay, cool. Did you catch that? There's a fax
I didn't know.
that comes through his desk 15 minutes into the movie, right after all the fun.
Oh,
and
maybe it is because
I think it is.
It's his son's friend.
And he like gets rid of it.
Wow.
And I'm like, that's some big time foreshadowing, because they do show, hey, where'd you get those automatic weapons?
Well, they did do a lot of shooting, reshooting, and like I said, they switched up the writers, so it might have been lost in there somewhere.
Did you also know? Actually, I need to do my favorite part.
Yeah.
My favorite part in the movie is similar to Scott's. It's when he sees Letterman's jacket in the water and then goes lethal weapon. Shatters the dude's neck. When he shatters that guy's neck,
Fuck yeah.
let's go.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go, Mel. Moon shadows wasn't a big deal. I don't care about moon shadows or Passion of the Christ or any of that other stuff or that nasty voicemail you left your ex-wife. Let's go. And then he does the door kill. The door kill is maybe the most underrated kill in action movies.
Yeah.
Head in, door. Give me that fucking door, dude. What are you, Jim Morrison? Doors.
Nice.
And then he just goes, he puts on the cap. He puts on the witness protection program. Hello, fellow kids. Cap. Ooh. Wings out the side. Oh my God.
Do you notice his mullet is...
It was longer then.
No, it was longer and then it got shorter. Like they had to like...
It's longer in the first one?
Yes. But in this one, it's short in certain scenes and then longer. So I think it's because he shot Tequila Sunrise.
I was just going to say, I figured you would know that.
Tequila Sunrise, he shot right before this. So I wonder if his hair was growing out from that and then it got longer as they shot.
Wait, so in Tequila Sunrise, did he live in a trailer?
I don't remember.
Trying to figure it out. But that was Michelle Pfeiffer, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, his mullet makes this movie. As soon as he cut his mullet, because it was long in 3, number 4 was trash, but then he had short hair, so I was already out. I was like, no, I don't need to see short hair.
I thought he looked really good with the short hair, but it didn't play as well for the lethal weapon angle.
It looked good for every other movie, but not this one.
I think when he came out of the pool with it, it was just terrible, disgusting mullet.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, that's what it looks like outside
when
of the pool.
when he got out of the pool, I was like, can we do some reshoots?
Like a wet dog, like a disgusting wet dog.
Did you guys, speaking of the pool,
Movie's
did
trash.
you guys notice? Nakatomi
Nakatomi
Plaza in the background. Let's go.
They shot a hall there in
JW Marriott right next door. Yeah.
They shot
It's the
most of those
Continental
things.
now?
Yeah.
I think it's the Continental now.
Wait, can you do
And
a
it's
Joe
gone.
Pesci in this, though? Because you do a good, like, gangster Joe Pesci. I want to hear your, like...
Hey, whatever you guys, whatever. All right, okay. Whatever you want, Leo gets. Someone like to say to kind of break the ice for me again. Okay. Whatever you want. See this robe? Free, everything. You want some? Let's go. All right. See, they fuck you at the drive-in. They fuck you at the drive-in. All right. Okay.
Excellent. I love it.
I don't want the fucking tuna.
Yeah.
He was so good in that. Like,
And he always goes like,
No, that's not what I said. All right. Okay. Fuck it. All right.
Scott, he does his laundry at Murtaugh's house.
Yeah.
And then he's vacuuming
What are you
his
doing this
trailer.
place? It's like a pigsty in here. I mean, what are you doing? Use a coaster, for God's sakes. Get out. Come on, clean it.
Where's the TV? Where's the phone?
where's my phone? Where's the TV? Get out.
Hey, get outside. I'm trying to clean. All right, get out. What are you? Oh, my God. What are you doing here?
Love it.
that was the best. I think it's so funny to see him, like, as such an asshole, like, crazy person, and then see him in that. You're like,
Do you realize in the same year he did Goodfellas?
That was
That's wild.
90, wasn't it?
They filmed
But,
it
yeah.
the same year. They
looked the same.
They pushed Goodfellas because of this movie. So he did Moonwalker, where he played the.
What is Moonwalker?
The Michael Jackson.
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
Where he plays super big bad, crazy.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
And then he did this one and Goodfellas. That dude has some of the best range.
Is
of any actor.
is it Moonwalker?
Yeah.
Is that good?
It's great.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is it action?
No, it's like a surrealistic dream.
Does he do the moonwalk?
We're done.
Okay, good talk. You can check us on our sister podcast, the Michael Jackson Touching Hour. Sorry, that was for my wife. Okay.
Yeah.
There was a few moments in the movie, piggybacking off what we're talking about, Mel. I heard his accent come out a few times where I'm just like, I know,
Sort of Australian.
Yeah, I know we don't have a ton of money for reshoots and another take, but do another fucking take, because you sound like Braveheart in 4 of these scenes. Like all of the precinct stuff, I go, Mel, why aren't you doing your American accent here? This is my only B2P with Mel.
Yeah.
I thought it was an Oscar-winning performance. He's so fucking, his eyes in like the second scene that shows, oh yeah, I forget, this guy's fucking crazy. And it's one look, it's one little thing. That's what he's mastered. If he wasn't such a piece of shit, he mastered that shit. And then he comes into the precinct and I just say, hey, good eye, where's the peps?
Hey, what you got there? Let me see that gun.
Yeah, it's just like,
where'd you get that piece? Where'd you get that piece? That's a nice piece of hardware.
Do they ever say where he's from? Is because they could get away with NorCal. I think they could get away with NorCal because Aaron Rodgers is from Northern California. He has a weird accent. Nobody knows where he's from. You could get away with it if you go, yeah, he was Sacramento. Then he did 2 tours in Iwo Jima.
But I'm confused because Mel Gibson's from New York.
I thought he was from New Zealand.
No,
Mel Gibson.
He's born in Peekskill, New York.
Ooh, is he in American City?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why he
Mel
can be
Gibson
so
was
racist.
born here, and he moved with his father and family to Australia.
So he claims nationalism with.
He was raised in Australia.
Well, he moved there at 12. It says
He was
so.
mostly
You don't
raised in
raised
Australia.
mostly by Joeys.
12, yeah.
He was mostly raised by Joeys and dingoes.
dingoes
100%.
and
Sure, 100%.
kangaroos,
100%.
wallabies,
Wallabies.
if you will.
All right, right.
Do you want to do some South African?
Bro, we're getting some fucking weapons and some prawns out here. Everything is quick. Please, stop. Medical diamonds.
Mythical payments. Do you have diplomatic immunity?
Please.
Oh my God.
What was your
It's
favorite?
the worst accent.
What was your favorite set piece in the movie? You're not
Stilts.
as. Yeah. Okay. So the Stilts movie, no CGI at all.
Nope. They rebuilt the house, didn't they?
They pulled
No
that shit
shit.
down, collapsed the bad guy house on stilts, fully. Ooh, hell yeah.
I got a hair.
It was a giant model that they destroyed. Everything was real. None of that was CGI. That was such an awesome scene of him just gassing it and banging it. And let's go. Let's pull this house down. That was fucking dope. What was your favorite set piece?
The open
the
garage.
opening.
The open garage.
The clear, beautiful aquarium that they were throwing into with the straight jacket.
no, whatever his friend was building that he never built, apparently.
The
Above the garage
Yeah,
shit.
that
You know,
was
it's
good.
a Joel Silver movie too, because he has sex with a girl, and it's just turn to the side.
Yeah.
Gotta have a boobie.
There were
Also,
a
what-
couple
what
of
is there,
weird like lay down positions where I'm like, are you in?
What is
Are
he
you
doing
in?
with Superman on it?
Yeah, there was one really tight
And then
shot
at the
where I'm like, are
base-
you guys planking? Are you guys planking? Is this
And then she's-
2010?
Yeah, I think we're down for round 7. She's like, no, well, we can't because we're ready for round 4. And he's like, batter up. I was like,
Yeah,
all right,
and
bro.
she totally wanted to give him a BJ back at her place in the stairwell. He had to basically throw her off. Get off me! And then he gets banged on the back of the head, and then she gets killed. As soon as they boinked, I knew she was gonna get killed.
And then he puts the jacket on her. She drowns in it. What a boner killer.
I know, that was just like, and she's just like so corpsey. She was so corpsey.
She's underwater, just like thinking.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you starting for the bar? No, you're dead.
Yeah. Remember when you were shopping for produce and he got you killed?
Yeah, and can I just say this? Every 80s and 90s grocery store produce place, no windows, barely a roof, the gross, like, are you at the Malibu Country Mart? Where the fuck are you?
First of all, no one shops for produce.
Yeah, and that's
one
all they
has a
sell.
basket full of that's
all they sell is produce at that
She
place.
was just getting
No.
oranges, apples,
and dog
pineapples.
food. Farmer's dog and potatoes.
Potatoes.
Did you see the onions? 29 cents. Shit, I'm going to go make some liver and onions back in 89. It was a steal.
This movie's trash.
Is it liver
get
and
off
onions?
me. Get off me.
Get off me. Riggs loves the Three Stooges.
Yes, God.
He does.
There's so many, because he did it in the first one when he's doing the drug deal at the Christmas tree farm.
Do you want to know my theory on that?
Sometimes they go crazy. You
You want to know my theory?
What?
He is so lethal weapon and he knows where he can go that it has to be the dumbest, mindless, most like not
Crazy,
crazy. Yeah,
crazy.
like it can't.
He's like, it
yep.
can't be like slightly.
No,
It's like crazy.
It can't be NY. Also, did you notice all those subtle little product placement, like the Bo Jackson commercial? Like there were all these little itty bitty
80s,
subtle
yeah.
80s references of like he turns the channel when it's a commercial, so that commercial gets in there real quick. There's like a beautiful Coke can. There's like 2 shots on a cologne that gets exploded at Riggs's. It's like
Hero cologne.
it's like. All these little itty bitty product placements, they walk so Jurassic World could run. So the Verizon Wireless Jurassic Center could exist.
Oh, he walked in and goes, Hero Cologne. It smells good. I'm like, God,
well played. How much
Silver,
did they pay?
dude.
Smart. Finance that shit.
Joel Silver on the coke. He's like, put the commercial, explode the cologne, get it done.
Get it done. All right. Perfect time to lead into. We're at the halfway point. Whoa. Let's lead into the 1 minute recap of Lethal Weapon 2.
All right.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to set a timer and we're going to try to recap Lethal Weapon 2 in 60 seconds or less. We usually do about 90 seconds. We'll start with Scott. Then we'll go to me. Round robin. Rapid fire. Boom, boom, boom. We are going to recap in 60 seconds Lethal Weapon 2. 3, 2, 1. Scott, start us.
Car chase. Station wagon. Oh my God, South Africans. We're chasing cougarans. What are those? The gold coins that you get in your stocking for Christmas. Oh my God, it's an underground drug deal, drug trafficking thing through diplomatic immunity and South Africans. Riggs still has a mullet. Danny Glover's still old. Enter Leo Getz.
Leo Getz, Pesci, fresh off Goodfellas, talking fast, condom commercials, parents didn't know. That's a red flag. Boom, she crushes it. Everybody at the precinct loves it. Gets a boner, buys rubbers. Guy with the nail gun buys rubbers. Rubbers skyrocket. Big rubber, huge, way up. This universe, rubbers everywhere.
A bunch of South Africans are counting cash at the Rockstar Mansion up in the hills. They find out where they're at. They go to take them down. Diplomatic immunity.
Oh, fuck.
That's the theme of the whole movie. Diplomatic immunity. You can't arrest South Africans. I don't know why. Oh my God, there's a cute blonde one. Riggs takes her out to the trailer on the beach. Time for Bone Town.
Oh, it's a classic mix-up where Riggs starts killing white people.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's so pissed. These are just the whitest people you've ever seen, and Riggs is pissed. Takes out the house on stilts. Gets over to the fucking docks. Oh shit, they got him. Separated shoulder. Neck break.
They find out that, oh my God, Adolf, the side henchman, killed his wife. He's not a cop tonight. He's going to the stilt house to get Leo Getz and fuck over the Adolf Hitler kids and find the cougarans, whatever the fuck those are.
It's just been revoked. Boom, big thing lands on the guy. Money goes into the water. Is Riggs dead? No, he's racist.
Wow! Lethal Weapon 2!
And he lives.
Yeah.
He lived.
It's just been revoked.
It's just been brutal. Okay.
Cut the trumpet.
If you have to pick, do you like shipping container landing on second guy or bullet to the head unexpected main guy?
Bullet to the head.
Yeah, fuck.
Revoked.
It's one of the best.
That's the number one. It's just been revoked.
And Murtaugh just with a beautiful headshot.
Yeah.
He's like the cockroach in Men in Black. Sugar. Sugar. More. Here.
We'll find a way to put that bit in every podcast.
Yeah. Sugar.
Water.
It means a lot to me.
I know the moment he did
Vincent D'Onofrio.
the like dislocated shoulder, I'm like, it's gonna play.
Oh, God.
We already know what's happening.
And he's always like, he's good, and every time.
Chelsea, you can't play
Every time it either sounds like he took the biggest shit ever or the biggest ripper ever.
it. Have you ever dislocated your shoulder before?
When he has
No.
what?
Have you ever dislocated your shoulder?
Only when I've
It's-
had sex with South African
Yes,
girls.
it's not that easy. You don't just
I was just gonna say,
you don't just
yeah.
go like it's
Can you imagine you
dislocated.
just see like Matthew
this is-
Stafford?
It's Martin Riggs.
It's fucking Martin motherfucking blue-eyed Riggs. God, he looked good in this movie.
He's a sexy, crazy man.
Sexy, crazy
Is it
motherfucker.
me, or is there, in every 80s action movie around this time, but especially in Lethal Weapons, there's always a pool. It's got to be
Yeah,
a
no,
pool.
we talked about
Gotta
that
be.
before. If you fall out of a building in the 80s or 90s, you land in a pool.
You land in a pool.
Yeah, you land in a pool.
You live.
And there's always curtains and drapery that you can help break the fall
Tinsel,
and take.
there's Christmas, there's blankets.
I did think because I never watched it like this for my first time watching it.
This was your first watch?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I wish I could trade places with you.
And so
That's
when he went
sick.
over when the room service guy came in and he went flying over it. They
Yeah.
went out. I'm like, oh fuck, they're dead. And then they
Yeah.
was falling. I'm like,
Also,
fucking-
they did
like, by the way, that would break so many bones.
I know.
7
How far?
stories up. That's
on
like,
the water. Would it?
yeah, I mean, hitting that's like concrete. At that
That's what
height.
everybody always says, but
They
I
would have
just
broke
don't
so
believe
many
that.
bones. There would have been so many bones to pick. Wouldn't
Yeah.
there?
Ooh. Also, they did such a bad job of protecting him. Like they get in there and they're arguing, and then Leo has to fight him off. He's like doing gun work
He's
with
like,
him.
we'll take this room in here. I was like, you're gonna go take a nap?
No,
Well,
but do it as Leo though.
Yeah, do it as Leo.
do it as Leo. What?
When he takes him,
Take the fucking shit off my shit.
What the fuck is this omelet doing here? I ordered a
ordered a
soy
hamburger.
omelet. Hello? I ordered a soy omelet. Ah, it's a gun. Ah, fuck you, prick you.
You know,
Marv!
excuse me.
We went Home Alone.
That
All
was
right,
disgusting.
fuck.
I did.
That was good. This movie was so many F-bombs from our favorite boy, Leo Getz, that it was NC-17. It was this was going to be Showgirls for guys. Showgirls. This was going to be Saving Private Ryan for girls.
There we go.
Thank you. So this was originally going to be NC-17, and they're like, what are we doing? We're Warner Brothers. We're Joel Silver. We're Richard Donner. He did Goonies, for God's sakes. Get it down to R.
I know.
So
There's always a pool.
the stabbing scene at the end with all the stabs had to be pared way down.
Less
the nail
stabbing.
gun had to be pared way down because he kept shooting that guy in the chest with the nail gun. When I'm like, dude, you know where to go with that.
And then
pop, pop, pop,
And he goes,
right here.
Nailed him.
Yeah, it was so good. And then the shootout on the docks, like he snaps the dude's neck and then he busts the dude's head in the door. Like that was graphic AF.
Danny Glover always, like you said, he always looks like he blows his ACL out when he gets in a fight.
Yeah. Oh my God. Every time he can't walk.
Goddamn knees. I love how Mel Gibson keeps saying when he gets mad, Raj, I'm gonna get these guys. I'm gonna fuck their ass. I'm gonna get them and I'm gonna fuck their
I'm gonna
ass.
take
Raj.
both the buttholes and
He
put it
says
right in.
he has a scene where he goes,
I'm gonna get them and fuck their ass.
Yep. No, he says it to the guy.
Yeah.
He says it to Adolf
He says, I'm gonna
Kruger.
fuck your ass.
And if you get out of town,
Yeah.
you're good. But if not, I'm gonna fuck your ass.
I'm gonna fuck your
He
ass.
says it
Yeah.
to him,
gonna
and
take
he
my
doesn't
penis.
have like a. He doesn't go.
No,
"What are you,
because
gay?"
I think he looks at Riggs and you're like,
Oh,
Riggs
he is
fucks
the lethal
asses.
weapon. He is the lethal. He is going to tap dance on my butthole.
He will kick your ass and then he'll fuck it.
You come back here. I'm gonna take my penis,
I'm gonna shove
put it
it so
inside
far
your
up your
butthole,
ass.
and I'm gonna fuck it.
Hey, look here.
To completion.
If I find you guys are still in my town next week, I'm gonna fuck your ass. All right, that's what I do, Raj. I'm gonna fuck their ass. All right, I'm gonna fucking fuck your ass.
That's good. Here's a fun fact. The woman.
How many asses were fucked in scene one?
There were 32 asses fucked in this, and they had to cut 9 fucks of
God.
asses
Ass fucks
to get
or-
it down.
Damn
This
it.
is actually really funny.
Lethal Weapon 2. This time they're fucking asses.
Yeah.
The woman who played Rika, our Letterman's jacket corpse, Patsy Kensit is her name in real life.
Yeah.
They hid her from Mel so that all their scenes would be kind of awkward. Where it'd be like the first time that they were interacting, and I felt that where they're bumping heads and dicking and stubbing toes, and he's like jumping off
basically
curbs and
bullied-
kicking his heels together like Dorothy, like he's loving it.
And then he bullies her out of the produce section to come have dinner with him. And then he has no dinner prepared.
Yeah, no, he didn't even have wine.
Beer,
He
all
looked
I-
for wine in the fridge.
All I got
too.
around here is some beers if you want a beer.
You had an ass? I'm gonna fuck it.
Oh my God.
Michael came in, bro.
Michael Kamen and Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton?
Yeah, he's part. Yeah,
Oh, hell yeah.
saw that.
He does the guitar and Michael Kamen does
Layla.
yeah. Fucking up your ass, Layla.
Gonna put it in your ass, Layla.
Okay, so we were kind of talking about more the sequel action angle of this. We'll get into the box office and all the Rotten Tomato stuff and the hot take, but when we're kind of just like unpacking this as a sequel, you think this was quintessentially a very good sequel, correct?
Yeah.
Because you're not usually as big on the sequels.
No, I think everyone can agree, sequels are very hard to beat originals. I think you can only do a handful of movies where you actually like the sequels better.
All right, give me, off the top of your head, what would you consider in this era, 80s and 90s, good sequels?
T2.
T2 beats
Better
T1.
than T1.
Okay. Is there anything else that's kind of in that space for you? I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but it's kind of good for the discussion.
I mean, buddy, if you're thinking another 48 Hours was better than the first 48 Hours.
okay.
Other than that, I think this one is arguably, some people will say they liked it better than the
It did
first
better.
one.
It did better.
I would say that.
Yep.
Yeah. Bigger budget, whatever, but yeah, this is one of those movies where people can say, I liked it better than the first one.
Okay.
That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, and I think that's why I really like this movie so much. It's just was so fun. This one,
I definitely did. Like it was.
Yeah, it
I
was
liked
really
it more.
fun.
I think it's just comedic wise. I just like it made me enjoy it more. 'cause
I
it was
wouldn't
funny
fight that.
the
It's
whole
great.
time.
I like the first one better.
Sure.
Grittier.
First one was
darker.
great.
But
I
this one, I think it hit the perfect pinnacle of where a movie needs to be if you're trying to go for what they're going for. Buddy cop with enough humor. That's where you get Bad Boys, all these movies. You hit it perfect because it was dark. You had the dark elements of Mel. You had the same comedic back and forth with them. Bringing in Joe Pesci as Lito Getz was perfect. They did the perfect amount. That worked well. Good, big, bad, all that. So I think they hit it. And then in number 3, it started to slide down a lot.
Before we get into number 3, I just want to say real quick that Leo Getz, the character, is based on a real guy. A real guy at, I don't know if it was Warner Brothers or the production company. I can't remember. I'm assuming Warner Brothers because it's more executive energy. Yeah. But he basically was the guy that would go around to the movie sets and go, whatever you need, I got. And so they workshopped how to get it into the movie. At first, they wanted him to be a lawyer. Then they wanted him to be a banker. Then they kind of wanted him to be an actual accountant. And then being kind of like the accountant to the courier is what they landed on. I think that was smart. I think that was really smart because it implicated him as a nefarious character, but not one that you would go, oh, this guy's not killing. Like, you know what I mean?
Originally, they were going to cast Danny DeVito. And then,
that would have been great.
And then another good one, but just different turn, Joe Pantoliano.
So he would have almost been a little too hard.
Yeah, well, no,
like
he
believable.
I think he would have been kind of like he was captain in Bad
Boys. Yeah.
So he would have done the comedy and done whatever, but it wouldn't have been as hilarious because Leo Getz is so small.
Yeah.
So you have him, Mel Gibson. It's the three. Basically, they're the Three Stooges.
Yes.
How tall?
They're the Three Stooges.
That is great.
So if you watch,
that's full circle.
Before they meet Leo Getz, there's a scene where he's at the trailer with his dog Max.
Watching it, yeah.
And he's watching that
exact scene.
And then they frame them up to where Leo gets in the middle of him,
pushes
and it's
him
like
into
boom, smack, boom.
And he falls
into
it's so good where I'm like, she gets give Pesci out.
He goes, oh, look at that, an old school wheel gun, huh? An old timer. Bam! Ow!
I thought he was so small.
Can I please get some cotton balls for my nose?
So funny.
Okay, so we go into after this one. This one ends beautifully where you think Riggs is dead, he's not, and they kind of have the embrace on the docks, and it just pans out and the movie's over. I love that they did that. They didn't go into, hey, how's the captain? How's the families in Bellflower, which had to have taken at least 2 hours to get to Bellflower when they left on a weekend. He sends his family to Bellflower. Okay, There's
nothing in Bellflower.
Okay, but this is for the people that aren't in LA. So he lives in North Hollywood. We get that on his document that they give to the henchman, gives to the main guy of here's who's in charge, and it says it's like 1446 Magnolia Boulevard, North Hollywood, and I'm like, I know where that is. Yeah. And then he's like, yeah, they're up in Bellflower for the weekend, and I go, you send them to Bellflower? That's like, okay, if you live in Toledo, Ohio, that's like sending them to Cincinnati.
Okay.
All right, that was for you, Adam.
You pissed him off.
It's far. They could have went to Toluca Lake and been safe.
If you live in St. Paul, that's like sending your family to Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
That's a joke for 6 of you.
Dude, Sioux Falls, South Dakota just fell out of their fucking stool.
And meanwhile, Bellflower just shit their pants like the nail gun guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Lethal Weapon 3 has I like Lethal Weapon 3.
Barf.
Because of the,
barf?
I love the set pieces. I love the underground parking garage
Cop
bomb.
killers.
Yeah, LAPD, the cop killer bullets. Where
it's terrible.
You just didn't like the villain.
Terrible villain. Terrible storyline. They just phoned
We'll save it for another day.
They just phoned
You don't feel like you want to talk about this at all.
Lethal Weapon 3?
Well, just kind of like you really hate 4. You really hate 4 because of the Chris Rockification of it.
And Jet Li
is
stupid.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I
you hate
think three was dumb. It's like, oh, they become street cops again. It's wacky,
the street cop angle was dumb.
And then it's a bunch of kids doing cop killer guns. It's like, no, you just went from super CIA drug dealer guys. Yeah. Then you went to South African drug dealer guys. Now you have teenagers with hollow point guns. And I get it because you're heading into the mid-90s where street crime, gangs, you had the riots in LA. So they're talking about street crime. But it just then the big bad was the suit guy. It was garbage. And
okay, we don't need to talk about it too much. I didn't actually give my favorite set piece. My favorite set piece was the toilet. So
ooh, good.
That is a great scene. That was my favorite scene.
Yeah, I think it was my favorite scene because Mel really like Mel and Murtaugh.
They have a good moment.
Yeah, where like he's looking at the bomb squad leader, the Hurt Locker guy. Yeah. There's He goes, I'm going to keep it quiet. And then it's the biggest.
Oh, yeah.
There's 1,000 LA, and they're all running around outside. Yeah. And I remember going, what are they doing outside? Yeah. Why is everybody running around outside? But it was to show the chaos of the scene. Yeah. Then you get upstairs, there's 1,000 people in the bathroom. They got the protective wall. They built that kind of bathroom as like a sound stage so it would live in that space. Yeah. All of that was pretty practical, pretty normal, but it was a nightmare to shoot just because it was confined space.
They didn't show though, like them putting the bomb in there, right?
No, so
it just happened to happen.
That was kind of the throwaway because his family was in Bellflower. He was out doing stuff, so his house probably sat, unattended for a few hours. Yeah. And they got the diving board bomb. What's his name went in and shot the dude from Seinfeld who was doing his hanging sit-ups. And then the bomb at the poker game from the record player. So they were getting into people's houses and getting it in there. So it's under the back. So when Riggs gets in there in the first place and he sees him on the toilet, what do you think like the first thought is? Oh, rough weekend? Then he looks down and it's like, oh my God. And they have this moment where he says when he shows I'm not leaving.
When he shows him, he says, then I saw this on the toilet paper. Riggs
goes, the roll.
Oh, he's like, oh, you really scared the shit out of me. So he's not scared. He thought that like Murtaugh was having a crisis.
Was he like had meningitis or something? or he was contemplating ending it all?
Maybe.
He was like, I thought you were depressed like a pussy, but no, it's just a bomb. Okay.
I thought you were going to be a crazy fuck like me. We don't need two bipolar cops.
I thought you were going to tell me you're gay. Oh, thank God, it's just a bomb.
I just figured with IBS, I'm like, that's me on my toilet for like hours. I'm like, this is great. This
that's
is what I
thought
want.
was.
You're like, no, I'm just dropping bombs.
I'm just literally doing what I can do right now.
I'm doing what I can do.
This is what I'm just doing it.
It's such a man thing too. Like toilets. Like I think watching that scene, especially as you get older, I think every guy would be like, yeah, that's about right. You're like, no one's here. I have the toilet. I'm gonna sit on it. It's not weird.
This is free social media.
It's free time.
He's reading a sports fishing magazine he took out of the garbage. Do you know how shitty your home life is with your family? If you're excited for a weekend on the toilet with a fishing magazine you took out of the garbage.
Mm-hmm. It's the first time without my family around. I had the toilet all to myself.
I just want to take a big shit.
And then I blew my sciatica out.
And then the prawns were there.
Yeah.
I gotta pee. Can you keep vamping?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Vampire.
This is my favorite part of the pod.
We can vamp. You and me. This should go great. You and me are great together.
This won't make the podcast. So we can just
this will be good. So how are you? How have you been doing?
Good. How is your beard?
Beard's okay. Some guy told me I look 56 today. Isn't that fucked up? I'm like, no, younger was 40.
It's the eyes.
I was like, younger.
It's your eyes. They look
sad. He said it was the beard.
It was the beard?
He said it was the gray and the beard.
Stand in.
He's got a really nice hemorrhoid cushion over here.
This is
all right, kids coming in.
This is 2001, Sean.
All right, Tony. So your thoughts on Lethal Weapon 2?
Great movie, better than the first one, I think.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of Lethal Weapon 2?
I like the condom bit. That was great.
Rubber tree.
Continue.
My favorite part of the whole movie, I think, has to be listening to Tom talk about it. As is my favorite part of most movies, actually.
Yeah. Because I do really well at
Yeah. Well, your voice is so muffled through the beard. It adds like a nice little softness to it.
Well, what if I spoke more like this?
No, this is you.
Well, I think it's crazy.
That's funny because he moved the mic away from himself before he did it. That's great.
So if I were to speak, this movie was fantastic.
This is you, Tom.
I love this movie. I love this movie so much. It was the best things I've ever seen.
Who are you imitating right now?
Myself.
Tom. Right there, you look 56.
Oh yeah. All right. I'll get it back up.
Little celebrity shot.
I was like,
did you have any takes?
I was like, this is 1998 Sean right here. That's 1998
nice.
Sean.
Yeah. Did you have any takes?
Huh?
No. Did he have any takes?
No, he just made fun of me the whole time.
He made
fun of Tom?
He thought it was better than the first one, and then I said, this is my impression of Tom talking about Lethal Weapon 2. I thought the wallpaper was really bad.
Yeah, so when shotguns shoot, they don't shoot. They shoot out. And
he said I was so muffled. So now for the rest of my time, I will be very not muffled, and I will speak this way for the entire time of my entire life. This is how I talk forever from now on.
Did you guys vamp? Did you vamp?
You sound like Alex Jones. Yeah.
There's lizards living
like
in
this for the whole time.
There's lizards. Lizards! Sorry, your ears. You have headphones on.
My God, my ears are bleeding.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right, Daddy's back, so I can be back in control. Okay. Let's get to, you know what? I actually kind of feel like we could get into one last thing before we do box office, before we do Rotten Tomatoes, before we do the hot take. I think we just need to talk about how this movie just expanded so much on the first one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why didn't more sequels throughout history just kind of do that? Why did it feel like so many sequels tried to not necessarily one up what they did in the first one, but just like not just kind of piggyback off all that stuff? Like I feel like there's so many sequels that kind of like Speed 2. Why?
I'll tell you.
Like, why do a ship?
How many sequels happened where you bring back the original cast? Not very many.
Titanic.
Here's the thing: if you pay,
no, that one sunk at the bottom.
If you pay enough money, you'll get them back. Is what I'll always say.
But that's always the thing: is they couldn't pay this person enough, or whatever, so they replaced them. So there's not very many movies where you bring back the exact same.
Let me
people.
ask you this:
and in all the Lethal Weapons, everyone comes back.
Fair. Let me ask you this: if Keanu Reeves says no, do you even make it?
No.
If you gotta go down.
I think you would make it again.
With her.
Whoever's within arm's length.
Jason Patrick's available.
He
is a lost boy.
I don't know who that is.
He's in Speed 2.
Why does Keanu Reeves talk like this in John Wick?
Let me try one. I want to take the blue pill.
Stop. No. Just a side note, I just watched The Ballerina, great movie. And
It was
great. And that's how he talks to the girl. She's like...
He's in his 13-second scene that they put in the trailer.
He kills it.
For 3 seconds.
And she's like, no, I have to find them. He goes, just go. Stops her again, blocks another thing. Just leave.
And then he got paid $10 million for that scene.
Right.
He's in 1 second.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's do some box office. Do a little Rotten Tomatoes, a little hot take.
Boom.
We are doing great. This is Lethal Weapon 2. Richard Donner directed. Warner Brothers was the studio.
Joel Silver snorted.
Oh, he's titty snort.
Titty. Surfboard.
Are there coffee tables in this?
There are.
Yeah.
Well,
Coffee
plenty.
tables, a lot of glass, rubbers,
Oh, yeah.
titties.
A lot of rubs.
Condom jokes, titties, racism.
Racism.
Is there coke? Does anybody do coke in this? I thought maybe.
coke.
No cocaine.
There wasn't like
There's no cocaine.
just some guy going.
No, Ellis wasn't in this one.
Yeah, Ellis wasn't in this
But
one.
there's
Okay.
a boob. There's
Yeah, side
coffee
boob.
tables. There's surfboards.
Lot of
pools,
fucks.
Lot of fucks.
Decapitating
Almost
surfboards,
NC-17 surfboard decapitation. They had to cut that down.
Yeah.
A lot of good Mulholland driving.
Yeah.
Like
Mulholland.
that house on the stilts, and then they're on Mulholland.
A lot of cash being
Just-
counted.
yeah.
Check. Cash counting machines in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Great.
Are they still
Fucking
around?
awesome.
I want to get a cash counting machine for my debit card.
They have them at
No,
U.S.
because
Bank
weed's
at least.
legal.
U.S.
Weed's
Bank.
legal,
Check
yeah.
out U.S. Bank, by the way. New sponsor. U.S.
US
Bank.
Bank.
Cash counts.
Yeah.
Cash counts.
We are also sponsored by Washington Mutual. They're sponsoring us too.
Washington Mutual.
Yeah.
That's fake.
We're talking about 90s.
Ooh, is that a thing?
Washington Mutual Bank?
Give it to me. Come on. I was
they
born in
didn't have it?
'89, baby. Give me the juice.
No, I mean, that was around till like the 2000s. You were in Sioux Falls.
I was 11 in Sioux Falls. I was 11 from Stranger Things in Sioux Falls.
Got his
Give it to
first
me.
pube
What-
in Sioux
Yeah, I got my
Falls.
first pube when I was 16. What is Washington Mutual?
it
was it a
became-
big scam? It was like Enron.
It became Chase.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Oh!
Yeah.
They were used to be Great Western, and then it became Washington. You remember Great Western?
I remember Great Western. Yeah,
I know. Remember Great
Well,
Western.
also too, I grew up in the Midwest where
Everything is
the-
Rushmore Financial?
Yeah, when they come out, when the worst thing about living in LA when you're from the Midwest is
Yeah.
when people come to visit you and they try to find an ATM that's like for their bank, and they're
You're
like,
like ATMs?
yeah.
Oh, what's that?
They're like, oh, I'm at Bank of the West. And I'm like, okay, it's 46 miles to the first Bank of the West ATM. And they're like, I don't want to pay the $250 fee. let's just go to Chase.
In South Dakota, you got checks this big, and then you had to bring them to the Dairy Queen, and they would cash it for you.
Yeah, it's like, hey, this guy got a check. I want to check this big. I don't have any checks to give.
Did you bring a cash card? Pop it in the hole.
All right, it's Warner Brothers. It's Warner Brothers,
Yep.
and we'll do box office, then we'll do Rotten Tomatoes, and then we'll all do our hot takes, and we'll close it out.
Yarr.
So, this was, let's see here, Scott. What do you think in 1989 the production budget for Lethal Weapon 2 was? Remember, it's a sequel. The first one was a huge hit. It's 1989. What's the budget for Lethal Weapon 2?
Lethal Weapon 2, not a big set pieces. I would say 40 million.
Good job, 30 million.
Boom.
Yeah, I mean, when you're doing the stilts practical, to me, practical is cheaper than CGI.
Yeah.
Because if you think of the movies that are now, they're way more expensive. Obviously, inflation, but like CGI costs hours.
Yeah.
You can shoot the set piece.
You
know what I mean? There's not as much post production.
But that's the thing is, I could tell budget wise when a lot of those shots were inside houses, inside sets,
Yeah.
all that. The only big wide shots,
and that's at Universal City. His
Right.
house is at the Universal. You can go to it. It's
and then
still
you
there.
have Riggs's house on the beach,
Which is not a house.
and then the stilts. Those are the only
Yeah.
like three, and then the ship. So that's not too.
Yeah,
big
and
of a
I think
budget.
they probably had the ship on retainer from fucking Under Siege in 3 years.
Ooh, retainer
so
ship.
30 million was the budget. Okay,
Right.
This was a hit.
Okay.
What was the box office in '89? R-rated, almost NC-17
Give me a big hit.
on 30 million. Big.
200. That's not two.
Eh?
220 million.
227, baby.
Shut.
All right,
the fu-
inflation.
Seriously?
Yep, 227. Give us inflation on that, would you, please?
27.
It's gonna be. Remember
$5
last year when it was like 100 billion.
That's
Oh
100
shoot!
billion.
Sorry, wrong decimal.
It's 6 billion for no, it's 649 million.
Yeah. So it's Superman. It's essentially Superman.
It's Frozen 2. It's Frozen
It's
2.
Frozen 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a monster.
It's ants.
R-
It's ants.
Dude, for an R-rated movie.
Ants with a Z.
Yeah.
Yes, Tom.
Damn.
Before Woody did all his bad, or after Woody did all of his bad stuff, but before we knew about Woody's bad stuff.
What do you do?
He
I'm
banged his
kidding, I
own
know.
daughter. Okay.
Or his cousin or some shit.
It's his daughter. Not by blood, but yeah.
By
wanna
love.
know.
$227 million in 1989 for an R-rated movie. I am obsessed.
You're obsessed
I'm
with
obsessed.
R-rated movies that make it to the screen.
They make a shit ton of money back when it. I guess it's a different time.
It is,
I saw
'cause
Lethal
all I
Weapon when I
remember
was
is-
6.
All I remember is R movies crushing back
I know, you're right. It's different now, though. Like, I'm being dead serious when I
Now,
say
yes.
this now.
Yes.
R-rated movies, if they're not Deadpool or The Conjuring 9,
Now.
they don't make $100 million.
They also don't make gritty movies anymore.
you say The Conjuring
They star Nicolas Cage.
Paranormal 7.
They're on Hulu. They're immediately on Hulu, and they're good.
And you
they're
can't
good.
find 'em.
But they gross $9, and you just
Yeah.
go, this movie lost $70 million, and I love it.
Yeah.
But it's Nick Cage fighting a pig.
That was a really
Great
great movie,
movie.
by the way.
Yeah, honestly,
Fantastic.
every Nick Cage movie on Hulu is amazing.
No, every movie on Hulu is Nick Cage.
That's true. No. Every movie on Hulu is amazing.
No, it's called Nick Hulu.
Is Cage.
Cage. On Hulu.
Every movie on Nick Cage is Hulu.
This is my impression of Nick Cage when they call him to do a movie. They're like, Nick Cage, we want you on set to this movie. He's like, I'm already here. That's Nick Cage. I'm ready to do the movie.
I'm
already here.
I'm leaving Las Vegas right now.
You're a pig. I'm a
Put
pig.
the bunny down.
Put down the bunny.
No, you own a pig. I am the pig.
Okay. Rotten Tomatoes. All right. So on a scale of 1 to 100, we're going to do critics and then we'll do audience. Obviously, this was a box office hit. Did the critics agree? What was the critic score for Lethal Weapon 2 in 1989?
Critic score is 80%.
Scott, damn, you're hot tonight. It's
Guy's close.
82.
He's killing it.
82. They loved it.
killing
They
it.
just
I knew
thought
it.
they improved
I
on.
knew it,
They
yep.
improved on everything and loved the comedy.
It was kind of, it wasn't a family movie, but it was like everyone would enjoy it. It's
Roger
funny. Girls
Ebert
like it, guys like it.
Roger Ebert had sex with his wife during the movie. That's how much he loved it. He put that in the review. Siskel, cancer.
I thought Siskel was his
He
wife.
had sex with He had sex with cancer.
Wrecked him, damn near killed him. Okay. Audience score, scale of 1 to 100. This one kind of surprised me.
Audience score.
Audience score 1 to 100.
Audience score 68.
78. When an audience score is lower than the critics on a movie that I love, I'm always like, huh. Because usually it's the other way. Usually audience will be a little more forgiving than the critics. Right. But maybe since it's a sequel, since it's,
you know why I think they did is because of what I was talking about earlier, is that they put Leo Getz and made it more comedy. They thought it was going to be
the same shit.
They thought it was going to be a Shane Black film.
Yep.
It was going to be darker. But, however, if you look at all the previews, they're not serious. They're more lighthearted, funny, toilet.
I mean, it was a choice. It was a choice. And here's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go first on my Rotten Tomato score. Then we'll go you. Then we'll go you. I'm giving this a 98.
Okay.
This is a Sean Leary movie. It's funny. It's action-packed. It's pacing. It's under 2 hours, barely. And just had everything I needed. Big bad. Underling bad, small love story that came in late in the movie.
Yeah,
it came in pretty late and it was quick. It was a couple
tied into his past.
Yep, tied into the past, got us in with the other henchmen, and then incredibly satisfying killings of the big bats.
Yeah,
this was a 98% for me. The only reason that I'm not giving it 100 is just it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah,
like this to me was perfect Sean Leary popcorn blockbuster 80s 90s. This is in my top 5 all time.
Yeah.
Boom.
Killer.
All right, you want to go with your score out of 100?
Sure. I'll give it a 90.
90s. That
nice.
I'm going to say here, this is into Scott's of the Buddy Cop podcast. Because to me, this movie is why we do this podcast. This was the movie. It was the perfect.
Yeah, it's buddy as fuck.
I think that Lethal Weapon is obviously the Tom Brady, and Lethal Weapon 2 is the Patrick Mahomes, where you can't do it. You can't quite do it yet because it's just not quite, but it feels like it's better. It feels bigger.
Lethal Weapon is, I think the first Lethal Weapon was they stumbled upon it. They're like, buddy cop, supposed to be darker.
Who is this guy?
And then they landed on, they're like, ooh, we like Mel Gibson. He's great as this. He's not the Road Warrior. He's actually kind of funny. And then Lethal Weapon 2, they had it down. They're like, we know what we want.
Yeah, it was so good.
Buddy
98 for me.
Movie.
90 for you.
Yeah.
Buddy fucking cop. What about you?
92.
92?
Yeah.
What keeps you from 95, 98?
Well, just because I like.
Was it the carpet in the bathroom for the toilet?
Yeah, it was the shotgun usage.
You smelled the urine, didn't you?
No,
you're like, no one takes a dump and then puts his head down.
Speaking of shotgun, real quick, the toilet scene is actually based on an LA gangster actually rigged up one of his rival drug dealers' toilets with a shotgun.
That's a fucking
and so
awesome.
They tweaked it to make it a little more like understandable for the viewer, because obviously like. Here's my thought process. He's sitting on the toilet and the shotgun's like rigged in front of him. I don't know how else or is it up his ass?
It's up his ass.
It's like a shotgun in the toilet.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they tweaked it and got it to be the bomb with the nitrous oxide to give him another extra second. But continue. Sorry, I just wanted I forgot to throw that in there.
92 just because like
liquid nitrogen.
Yeah, liquid nitrogen.
Like the
nitric acid to get a little pump before. Yeah.
I got nothing other than like I loved it. Like 100% for me is like it's Lord of the Rings. That's it. And then the rest is like 90s is fantastic to me. So
Lord of the Rings beats out Lethal Weapon 2.
No, Lord of the Rings is where he gets to 100.
World.
He can get to 100 on Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
That's it. If you can't,
I've heard a lot of people love.
There was not a dragon in this fucking movie. There was not an eagle. No Gollum. So
no Jon Snow.
That's why you hadn't seen Lethal Weapon 2 before this.
Yeah, he hadn't, dude. I want to switch bodies with him.
But you're
like Lord of the Rings is Virgin Tom, and then you lost your virginity this weekend and watched Lethal Weapon 2.
No, but so this is like a funny story. I was watching it at a place I work at, and I was by myself watching it and like loving it. And this guy walked in midway through and was talking. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm watching this like really fucking awesome movie, and he was like, oh, Lethal Weapon 2. It's like best movie ever.
So good.
And so I sat there. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I wanted to take it, and I had to go sit in a room, like a corner by myself, like, and then got it. But he was just like, it's the best movie I've ever seen.
So good.
I'm like, oh, it's really. I'm like,
it's really joke.
He
good.
walked in and goes, are you watching Lethal Weapon 2? He just heard the first like joke. It's like, yeah. He's like, that's my favorite movie. I'm like, it's a great entry for me to see this movie.
But I pictured you working at a place that only sells Dungeons and Dragons stuff.
Oh, no,
when you said that right now, you're like, so it's watching it, and the guy like came in.
So basically, like,
and I picture you with a little television, and the guy's like, I need your help right now. Some guy needs a 22-sided die. And you're like, not now, Tom, okay?
shut up, I'm the master.
Yeah, Ira, get out of here. I'll join later. I know it's my role, but right now I got to finish this really fucking good movie. And he's like, well, go sit in the corner. You're like, that's my favorite place to be.
Look at this thing, funny stuff, okay?
Yeah. Just roll for me.
Danny Glover you just can't deal with it, okay?
Yeah.
He's shitting on the toilet right now.
I'm not gay. I just really like chocolate milk. I just really like chocolate milk.
Shut up.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry, Tom.
Okay.
Yeah, so 92. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
92,
90s is great, though.
98.
Yeah.
Damn, that's... Okay, hot take to close this out, and I'm just going to go right into it. It's better than the first, in my opinion, and I think outside of Die Hard, this is my second favorite action movie ever. So here's...
More than Air Force One?
So the two that I always go back to of why we started the podcast
Yeah, it's true.
was Die Hard and Predator. The first two episodes that we ever did.
Yeah.
Those were the impetus that made us want to do it.
Impetus.
So I always go back to those two as my barometer.
Nice.
The testosterone and the machismo and the Arnold of Predator is unmatched.
Toss testosterone.
Like just the kills before you get to the Predator are its own action movie. And then Die Hard gave us the comedy. I'm a comedian. I fell in love with just the movie. Like I love that they...
I heard the comedy.
They introduced comedy into my favorite type of movies, and I didn't know that it could go to another level. That's what Die Hard did for me. And then this movie came and made me feel the same fun as Die Hard with more laughs. And it's really close for me that this might be my favorite action movie ever. But I don't know if I can put it over Die Hard because Die Hard had to walk before. Like you don't get... Like it's hard to... It's like taking a shower before a bath.
Well, it's because you introduced the...
What?
Yeah,
Explain that more. I don't know. I
They're
need more of
both
that.
so great and both so good, but
But you know why?
shower...
Because you introduced the everyman.
Terrible analogy.
Because both Danny Glover
Fantastic.
and Mel Gibson don't look like action stars.
No.
And
no.
neither did Bruce Willis.
No.
'Cause before them, who did you have? You had Dirty Harry,
Schwarzenegger.
and you had Schwarzenegger,
Yeah.
and you had Stallone. So it was everybody was ripped. It was action.
Or Richard Branson.
Yeah, but it was all like it was getting into martial arts movies, everything, and then you brought in Bruce Willis, and you're like, this guy can't do action, and then he makes the best action movie ever. And literally within the same year, you have a buddy cop film where one guy is just a normal looking white guy, kind of good looking, but he's crazy, and then an older black guy together.
Perfect.
And it changed action movies.
I'll say this. All right, I'll go here because Die Hard isn't technically a buddy cop movie.
No.
Lethal
But it
Weapon
is the
2.
quintessential action movie.
Yes, Lethal Weapon 2 is by far, in
Best
my opinion,
buddy cop
my
movie.
favorite
Yeah.
buddy cop movie.
Oh yeah,
ever.
I mean, I remember
It is
texting you.
the-
I'm like,
it
this
is the
is
why I do this.
I was like, so
I'm not
purpose-
kidding. I said it.
Yeah, it's an old guy like sick of the shit, and then I'm like, this is buddy cop, where it's like
Yeah.
a guy that's a badass but funny, and then an old guy. I'm like, this is buddy cop. This is
God,
exactly
this
what it
movie is
is.
so good.
It was. I mean, it was like for my first time watching it, fantastic.
So
Like,
good.
Just really, I was like, this is what you want for a buddy cop.
Yeah.
Just two dudes that are.
Just
Also,
two
it's not a
dudes.
mullet, by the way.
It feels like it.
It's not. It's just like a blowout.
Do you have a hot take to close it? Do you have a hot take ready to go to close this?
Yes, I do.
Can I get a ripper while he vamps?
Blowout would be, remember how I told you his hair is two different lengths in the movie, like they shot at different times? So when it's shorter, it's a blowout.
brother.
But when it's really long, like in the first one, it is very short up front and long in the back.
So it's
I
mullety
get it.
at the end.
It's mullety blowouty. It's like it can't decide if it's 89 or 90.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now, it's like
bit.
blowout.
Huh? It's
I'm looking at it
blowout?
right now. It's a blowout now, but it's just
Right.
like all of it. But there's no like mullets are like shaved side.
Right, which it is in the first one. And then in this one, they try to replicate it, but then he's like, I don't know if I want to go blowout or that.
I just wish he wasn't a dickhead later in life because I love Mel Gibson.
Oh, he's a crazy alcoholic. That's just what he is.
Yeah.
He's a crazy person who's also an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Put those two together and you have Academy Award winning actor.
Truly.
Yep.
Because he was killer in this. I'm like, why'd you have to say that?
Most of the best artists are awful.
Huh?
That's like the one thing as I've gotten older is honestly,
Is what?
most of the best artists are pretty fucked up and awful
crazy.
people.
Yeah.
That's how they kind of get to where they need to be. And that's the TED Talk. Okay. Where did you give your hot take? Because my take, I feel like my hot takes are always
It's not really
based
a hot
around the
take,
podcast. They're always based around like how I feel about the movie in relation to the podcast. I'm just going to say it. This was the most fun movie we've done.
Oh.
And Demolition Man was my previous where I go, fuck, this jumped up the ranks where I was just like, because this is where I go to when I think of my 5 favorite action movies ever. Die Hard, Predator, John Wick, Mission Impossible, Fallout, and Lethal Weapon 2. Wow. Those are my 5. Those are my 5 where I go set piece, funny, awesome. I get everything I want. I get testosterone in Predator. I get the everyman in Die Hard. I get Mission Impossible with the crazy hacking and all the CIA espionage. John Wick gives you the shootouts and the great revenge on the dog. And then Lethal Weapon 2 is funny as fuck and a blast. Yeah. Those are my 5. Those are my 5. I can't change those 5. And the fact that we finally did Lethal Weapon 2, because I've been pitching Lethal Weapon 2 for a minute.
Yeah.
I fucking love this movie. This is one of my top 5 action movies ever.
Yeah.
What do you got, baby?
I fucking
Oh,
love
hot
this
take
movie.
for me. Not even a hot take.
Yeah.
End it with the family watching the Conda commercial. It's my favorite.
It's so funny.
Like I would end it there.
End it again. Watch it again.
And like I would
It's just a sitcom. It's the rubber. It's like
that.
God damn it! And then everybody laughing and it freezes.
That entire family would have been great. Like that, I would watch that show all the time.
Yeah, and the boyfriend never came back. He never came back. There was never like a moment for Murtaugh to save him, or he never
He gets
once
murdered
came
in the
back.
third one. He's one of them.
And also to see like what the like.
He was the kid. He's the head gangbanger.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, no hot takes for this because like
because it was
how do you hot
awesome.
take on a good movie?
Yours was just like obvious. It's like
Yeah. What about you?
All right, my hot take is I think number 1, I think you could have not had Leo Getz in it, and it still would have been solid. One of the best movies.
Yeah.
I also think that they should have killed Riggs in this one.
And ended it. But then it leaves such a taste. How do you?
No, I don't think
Like
so.
how would they kill him? Like just,
So you
let
think
him-
it just ends bleak?
Yeah, because number 3 didn't do as well. Kind of dropped.
Sure,
And then
it did.
number 4 that hit at the right time. They
Yeah,
had
it
a
did,
population-
because it was in '97.
It
was
hit-
like 8 years
When was
later.
Braveheart?
No, yes.
93?
That is why. So the reason why the number 4 hit so well is because you had Chris Rock. So Chris Rock was huge. Brought in, and it was just a perfect timing of he had just Mel Gibson had just done like back-to-back Academy Award
it was
movies. He become a director.
Good amount of time.
So there was a nice pull towards everybody in the film, and it was time to bring him back. So everybody's like, we're bringing him back. Number 3 hitting a lull where it's like, no, movies aren't going here right now.
Number 4 did also to really ham up the LA.
Yeah.
There was a lot of LA of the lost. Like LA was kind of not necessarily on the up and up, but it was like after Speed, and it was just LA freeways were that freeway with the truck and the house. They're moving a house. It was like a lot of that car on the freeway stuff.
And you also gave Mel Gibson a love interest, then he gets with Rene Russo, and it's like,
that's 3, and it leads into 4.
Rene Russo.
I'm not buying it.
So your hot take is take Leo Gets Out, still a good movie, kill Mel, and end the franchise.
And I'm not saying
so you go darker. You want a little darker.
I'm saying it's so good. It's such a good movie that you could have lost Joe Pesci in it. Still would have been awesome.
I think so.
And I think that, yes, the way Shane Black wrote it, it was a much deeper tragic ending. It was where basically his tragic character in the first one, who he's trying to kill himself, he redeems himself in this. And he makes peace with his wife. He finds out that they killed him. He goes to see her, and there was supposed to be like a monologue at the end, and that's why they shot it from all these different angles, so that possibly they could do it like that if they needed to.
Studio wouldn't do it.
And the flyaway shot where he's holding him and they're like laughing together, that was actually
ADR.
No, that was actually the shot they used for the when he dies one.
Yeah.
So they kept that in just in case they need to seal it off. They filmed it that way, and I think that it would have been great. I think this movie and number 1 still would have gone down in a Hall of Fame buddy cop action movies of all time if they didn't do 3 and 4. So my hot take, end it there.
Okay, love it. Yeah. That's a classic Scott hot take. You never know where he's going to go with it.
That's a Scott take.
That's a Scott take. That is Lethal Weapon 2, the Richard Donner 1989 smash hit, the Warner Brothers production. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube. Just type in the Buddy Cop Podcast. The Buddy Cop Podcast at gmail.com. What are we thinking next? I think we go 90s, maybe later 90s. We got to get Rush Hour at some point.
We got to get Rush Hour.
We got to get
fun.
We're missing. I feel
Not
like we're
as much. That's more comedy.
Do we want to?
It is buddy cop.
Do we want to do an Anaconda? Do we want to do some
Last Boy Scout?
Ooh, yeah. Get back to Bruce. Okay, Last Boy Scout, and that's a fun movie.
That's
okay.
Tony Scott.
Yep.
Action
really
movie,
sharp, good,
dark.
Yeah.
Really dark.
Last
gritty.
Boy Scout.
And
yeah,
you got
have you seen it?
No.
Dude.
Oh,
we got to do it.
I remember I watched
Damon
it for
Wayans as the sidekick.
I watched
No
it for the
shit.
first time.
Is he good in
He's
it?
good.
Watched it for the first time during the pandemic and was blown away.
good.
Yeah, football
Last Boy
violence.
Scout. Okay.
It's football.
Concussions.
Dude, the football scenes.
CTE.
So good.
Billy Blanks.
Billy
Guns
Blanks.
in the jockstrap.
Billy Blanks. Yep. Tybo.
Okay.
It's so good.
Maybe the Last Boy
Halle
Scout.
Berry.
2026, we're going to get Face Off on the live show. We'll get
Yes.
that on the book.
Yes.
So comment, rate, review, subscribe, wherever. Send it to a friend. Give us a comment. It helps the algorithm. I'm not sure why. Rate, review, subscribe. That's Lethal Weapon 2. For Tom, for Scott, my name is Sean.
Yep.
Lethal Weapon 2.
Okay, wait, hold on. All right. They fuck you with the credits. Hey, Tony, can we please get the credits now? Roll credits. Okay.